to the cloud. Okay, what we're seeing on the screen, people, are people who have sold over $1 billion of real estate that was not on MLS. That's what you're seeing on the screen right now. All of these particular sales that you see are started with what we call information. And we have Jakey, we're doing a one-on-one presentation with Jakey. We happen to be at a real estate office and doing a one-on-one, which he's kindly agreed to allow us to record this session. And it's going to cover all the essential features of how every single broker in real estate can actually make money with an information listing service. The same way you make money with MLS, you can now make money with ILS. We call it information listing service, because in commercial real estate, there's a lot of opportunities that you cannot put on MLS. Would you agree, Jakey? In other words, sometimes a hotel, you're not going to see it on a residential MLS real estate board or system. Am I right or wrong?
That is correct.
And so what you can do is you can actually network that information on ICI World. And you're seeing, like, there's a $28 million transaction right there on the screen where somebody's posting a want and they did its transaction. This one was a $75 million transaction that they did. We do have some people arriving in the room now. Welcome aboard, grab a seat. And if you have a business card, I wouldn't mind having it if you have a business card. And you'll see all these different people. Jim Strawn, he's sold a couple of properties. And most of the brokers here have sold more than one property, because once you learn how to work information in the real estate business, information in the real estate business, you can go from deal to deal. Do you have a business card? I've got other people arriving in the session here. And take one of each of those two when you're ready. And we're recording the session now live. Okay, so you're welcome to speak up and talk during the session, okay? And if you have a question, I have a special microphone here that you can use to ask any questions. Oh, how come it's off? I don't know why it's off. Let's turn it on. It should come on here. So for some reason, it's not coming on. Let's put it back in the case. There it goes. And now it's turned on. So when you have a question, you can speak into here, and then that way it's recorded nicely, okay? So I'll leave it right here for both of you, okay? So thank you for coming. We appreciate the opportunity to share this with you. And so we have some other people that have just arrived, residential real estate salespeople. And one of the things that Bill, who invited us to come to the Bay Street Group, and his brokerage is K Real Estate, is to make sure that we recorded this session so that everybody can listen to it at a later time as well. Okay, so you can see that people are doing deals here. So for the next 55 or 60 minutes, you're not going to be wasting your time. There's things here that every single salesperson in the world can make money networking information. And we're not talking hundreds and hundreds and thousands of dollars to join the service. We're talking as little as $30 per month, and you can convert it to a yearly plan of $16 per month. So everything that I'm going to share with you today, you can take advantage of it. You can try it out for $30 per month. You can sign up today, and then you can stop anytime. But if you like what you see and you like us to become your personal assistant, you can convert it to the yearly program of $240 for 15 months. That's the introduction yearly, which works out to $16 per month. And so that's very reasonable. Everybody can afford it. So what you have here is something that you can actually use. We worked many, many, many years, 32 years, to keep the price down, to develop the services, use AI, use everything we can to keep the price down, so that the average real estate salesperson, every single real estate salesperson, even if they're part-time, retired, residential brokers, commercial brokers, retiring brokers, everybody should have this. Why? Because if you're busy doing something else, all the leads that you're going to be getting, you can do referrals. So if you know that there's somebody selling a restaurant, you can call the broker that's got a buyer and do a referral. And by the way, that restaurant owner, he also has a home for sale. He also has children that have condos. They also invest in real estate. So we're going to be teaching you how to come into commercial real estate and also do your residential real estate. But then for the commercial brokers, you're going to get access to information on an industry-wide basis that is not available in any other way. And let me just put that, I thought I had that phone turned right down, but let's turn it right down there. Okay, so let's sort of get started here to the, let's maximize this and get going here. All right, so we're covering everything today from industrial, commercial, investment real estate, land, farms, development land, recreational properties, cottages, waterfronts. We got keywords for everything, for hotels, motels, gas stations, so that within 10 seconds, that is what, once you know how this platform works, you're going to be able to find a buyer or a seller within seconds. Industry. So you're going to have an instant network working for you. And you're going to hear about this as you go along. So I would get excited because some brokers that have been in business for a long time, they say it's just as significant as the invention of MLS itself, when you can have an information listing service, ILS, working side by side compatibly with MLS. And this is what's exciting. And that's the handout that we're handing out at the real estate show, Realtor Quest next week. We have a booth at that show. And you'll see here it says you can have MLS, now add ILS. And I'm just going to do it very quickly and show you the brochure that we're actually going to be handing out next week. See if I can just pop that on the screen. And there's our Realtor Quest. This is what our booth looks like over at Realtor Quest. And we're handing everybody in the whole industry to be networking. And we do it with the app. So everybody's going to be putting the app on your mobile phones before we finish here today. And you can see that you can have ILS working for you to find buyers and sellers and exclusive opportunities. And can you find a buyer within 10 seconds? Until you do, you're not plugged in. You should be able to do it. We train every member here who gives us the time to help them. And how you get trained is you simply make an appointment with, and we get connected using Zoom, one-on-one, and we help you. And we're going to show you how to put in fact, you can put the app on your phone. Do you see that sign over there for the people that are in the room? You'll see that it says $1 billion in transactions. And do you see the QR codes? You see those two QR codes right there? You can actually put the camera of your phone on it and add the app. You can do that now if you want. Both of you can just stand up and yeah, the QR code's there on the form as well that we handed out. So while I'm talking, you go ahead and install the app because I'm going to give you a test. I'm going to give you all the tests listening in here today. And one of the tests will be, could you, if you talk to your dentist today and he wants to sell his dental office, could you find a buyer within 10 seconds? So until you can do that, you really haven't plugged into the information listing service for the global networking that's going on here. But that's how fast it can work. Our members know how to do it. And that's one of the reasons we're going out and doing seminars and recording things. Okay, so it's going to help you network exclusive information. If you have a buyer and you're the only one that knows about it, I call you a secret agent. Why not put what your buyer wants and put it in a database? People in the whole world can see it. That's what ICI World is. You can post your want, and then if people have something for sale, the owners of property can even call you if you post your want. And this goes for residential and commercial, goes for both. Okay, now, confidential information in the real estate, in commercial real estate is big time, but there is a rule for residential real estate that if you have an exclusive signed residential listing and you're going to publicly, you must put it on MLS within 3 days. In Canada, some places the real estate boards require less. In the United States, it's 1 day, but you check with your local real estate board and association. In fact, everything we're doing here today, you talk with your manager. If there's any issues with anything, have your manager or broker call us. But we've been doing this for 32 years, so we're quite comfortable. working with every real estate office, every real estate board in the world to help them network exclusive type information compatibly with how the National Association of Realtors sets out their rules, regulations, and bylaws. TRESA in Ontario for the Ontario Real Estate Association, the Canadian Real Estate Association MLS rules. We follow them all. Some of the rules you may disagree with, but we're going to follow the rules and always do things properly. And one of the reasons why I love working with licensed real estate brokers and salespeople is because we are all here to help protect the public. There's a lot of fraud and thievery and stealing, and it's just terrible out there. Even with AI, I even heard a report that somebody was talking to, they thought their doctor, and it was an AI they were talking to. So you got to be really careful out there. And what I like about this service is that we can trust real estate people to look after the best interests of the public. And FinTrack, for instance, ran a session the other day that any person you meet, you got to make sure you identify those people personally so that you know you're dealing with a real person. So there's a lot of rules and regulations to follow. And that way it protects the public from getting scammed, mortgage fraud, title fraud. There's all kinds of things going on. But when you deal with a licensed real estate broker, you can be assured because there's insurance to back up things for the industry and for the public. Sometimes an owner will say, bring me a buyer and I'll pay you a commission, but I don't want to put it on MLS right now. What do you do with that? Now, I don't know if you can see me at home. I wanted to see what picture I'm showing of myself at home. Let me go Kellery. Oh, I'm not even showing my picture. Hang on. Let me see my video. Okay, let me turn the video. Okay, so we've got a little more, you can get to see me. And I wanted to show you that, if an owner of a property says, I want to sell my business, my hotel or my restaurant or my pizza place or my banquet center for $5 million, but I don't want to give you a listing, but I'll pay you a commission. Your hands are tied. It's almost like you can't do anything because you can't put that on MLS. But I'm going to be showing you here today that you can be putting it on ICI World because we are an information listing service as long as you do it without identifying the property or giving an address of that property. So you can say you have a restaurant, it's in Mississauga, it's $500,000, it's making money. You can put that on ICI World without a signed listing as long as you don't identify the property. Of course, the problem comes in when someone calls you, they're going to ask you for the address. We're going to show you how to handle that question momentarily. That's part of the session that we're covering here today. For the people that do have real estate board listings, you'll notice that we have about 30,000 listings. I'm pointing it in the room here. We've got 30,000 listings up here, but 75% of them are exclusive, not on MLS. So we do both. When you advertise your listing, it's more like classified ads in a newspaper, the way you advertise it. We never wanted to duplicate an MLS service. Why should we? Running beautifully. I happen to be a member of Cornerstone Association of Real Estate Brokers, 7,500 members here in Ontario. And of course, the other big one is the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board, which we happen to be exhibiting at on Realtor Quest 2026, May 13th and May 14th. Are you both going, by the way, ladies in the room? Are you going to Realtor Quest? Realtor Quest. Oh, good show. So we'll see you there too. Booth number 513. Okay. And I won't have a chance to say hi to Michelle Obama, so maybe you can say hi to her for me. Now, these IDX links, I'm going to show that right off the bat. I'm jumping ahead, but we're going to go through the PowerPoint in a moment. The PowerPoint is more like a checklist to make sure if I missed anything, we're going to cover it. But the reason I wanted to show it right away, and I'm going to show you the reason why, is because it applies to every broker in the world. They say, well, you're a commercial real estate information service, and about 10% of the people do commercial real estate, and there's a lot of others that would like to. But the residential people have the most connections because there's like 70,000 that you have connections to talk to the business owners. You might be going to your place of worship or to your church you have friends or you're in some kind of a league or an association or something, and you're mixing with all these commercial real estate people, and somewhere down the line, you're talking to somebody, they might be the owner of a shopping center, but you're in a family group with their kids and they're playing baseball and you're the parents watching them. And you're going to make good connections, all the real estate people. And I'm saying that everyone in real estate is missing out big time unless you listen to what I am about to say. How do I know that? Well, you're going to see something up here called success stories, and you're going to see there's over $1 billion in real estate of wonderful matchmaking stories. Because if you know that there's an owner who wants to sell a shopping center, or you know that there's a lawyer and he's got a group and they're buying apartment buildings in Ontario, those are pieces of information that can make you money that you can't put on MLS. And so when I'm trying to really reach out and reach every one of you and get you to think in the industry, that piece of information can make you a lot of money. All you have to do is connect with the right person who's interested. Now, keep in mind that you are residential, some people, and there's commercial people that are trained and professionals. So when you have a lead, the beautiful thing about your real estate license, you can talk about this information, but when it comes to handling a sale, you're going to do a referral to a professional that can handle that, and you're going to make a 25% referral fee. And if the commission is $200,000, you're going to make 25% of one of the ends, either the listing or the selling end. That's $25,000 for knowing and asking one free question. You can ask any owner anytime at all, if I could get you the price you wanted, would you consider selling? It's simple. And they might say, oh, well, we have our shopping center for sale right now. You bring me a buyer, I'll pay you a commission. Well, you're going to end up coming to ICI World and searching those buyers. How fast can it be? By the way, everyone else in the industry, when you click on these success stories, I'm not going to stay here for the next half hour. Listen to these videos. This gentleman sold over 30 properties through ICI World. You're going to see all kinds of sales that are going on by professional brokers that are looking after people and doing successful trades in the industry day after day after day. And it's just wonderful. And I feel very honored to have the opportunity to help serve each and every one of these brokers that I personally talked to. And they've relayed the stories to me personally of the sales that they have done. Now, does every single listing that you put on MLS sell? No. Same thing is true here. You might put something on IL, on an information listing service, and it doesn't sell. The same thing. Does every single buyer end up buying? No. Same thing can be true here. But that's what you're here for. The developers, they don't want to have to deal with all of the tire kickers and curiosity seekers and time wasters. That's why you're making your commission for the work that you do to sort through and go through all of this stuff and qualify all of those people as you go along. But why not have an interested seller and have an interested buyer and help them try to put something together so that you know you've got intentions on both sides to do it. If it doesn't go through because of financing, there's ways to get some other financing or get them to go in and with other people. There's all kinds of ways to make things happen. Whenever there's a problem in real estate, that is an opportunity to step in. And one of the things that we're teaching is that you should all consider taking the CCIM courses. And I'm going to go to a special website called ccimcanada.com. I'm going to leave it up here for a moment so people can see that, ccimcanada.com. And I'm going to press enter. And you're going to see a website come up. And I'm recommending that everybody in real estate, residential, commercial, everyone should take the very first course called CI 101. Now, the Central Canada chapter, we meet at the Toronto Real Estate Board, but now we're networking it up in Vaughan Mills Shopping Center. There's a pub up there that we go to from 5 to 7 o'clock, maybe once every couple of months. And there's a lot of networking that's going on amongst members of the chapter. And there's a lot of education, networking, speakers, a lot of wonderful things going on for people to learn. And you're going to see there's another networking seminar coming up on June the 17th, and I'll be there. So anybody that wants to kind of meet us, you can maybe plan on maybe even joining the chapter and coming to the meeting. And you can see it's all about land use planning in this case. And there's a lawyer that's going to be speaking. Anytime you can listen to a lawyer and it doesn't cost you any money, and they're like worth $500 an hour, you should go and listen to them, because they got a wealth of information that can kind of help you. And there's other people speaking over here as well. And these are some of the sponsors actually there. Okay, now, so I'm inviting you all to join the chapter. It's about 120, some $130 a year. And I'm the past president of the chapter. I'm actually a past World Conference chairman for the 1999 CCIM Institute International Commercial Real Estate Conference. So I've had a lot of experience, and that's where it has given me the inspiration to come out and share all of this with everyone in the industry, to let them benefit from all this education and things that I've learned in the industry to help people. Okay, so let's move out of here. And how fast can you find something? Well, I'm going to do it very quickly, and everybody eventually, it takes maybe sometimes 2 weeks, 3 weeks to a month once you put the app on your phone. And maybe I can go down here and just show the app. I'm going to do it in a different way, but you can go to the App Store or the Google Play Store and search for ICI World Global Real Estate Networking. And I'm going to suggest you put it on your phone right while you are listening to this if you don't have it already. For the people that do have it, we're going to now do the first little test to show you how it can work. So you can put your phones in your hand, open up the app, and I'm going to do it on my phone as well. And when you get the app open, if you could just show me the people in the class, can you show me the app? You've got it open? Oh, good job, good job. Let's click on search, everyone. And I'm going to click on search industrial commercial in a moment. But when you click on the app, there's 4 choices that come up. Search commercial, search business opportunities, search residential, and search the FSBOs for sale by owner. A lot of brokers don't even know that we have 2 databases. One is the information placed by the brokers. You become a member, $30 a month to get started, or you can take the $240 for the 1 year and 3 months, which works out to $16 a month, in which case you also get our VIP card of discounts, which gives you discounts that, if you use it, exceed the $240, which really makes the service free. It's incredible. It's really a free service when you think about it, but I'll cover that a little bit later. Now, when you have these 4 choices, I'm going to suggest we click on the first one, commercial. And I'm going to click on the computer and do it. We're all clicking on it on your mobile phones. And click on search database. And I'm going to click on search database here. And you're going to see that the very first one is a pharmacy business that comes up. And you're going to see a branded hotel. Now, I think there were some people talking to me that they were looking for hotels. There's a case of a branded hotel, 80 rooms plus, strong financials, etc. And you can click on that. When you click on it, up comes the name of the broker with Coldwell Banker that has that information, and he's out of Mississauga. Well, he knows about that. He's got a relationship with that particular owner, and so you could give him a call and start to develop a business relationship with that particular broker. And if you had a legitimate buyer yourself, you could be on your way to making $300,000-$400,000. Splitting in between the 2 of you is $200,000 a piece, and $100,000 and $200,000 and $300,000 checks are not uncommon through ICI World. Most of them are between $10,000 and $50,000 and 70 up to 70, etc. But it's not uncommon to have them 100 and 200,000. Okay, now I'm going to hit the back button once, and you can hit the back button again, but this time go down to where it says have, want, age. And you'll see that it's on 3 months. Leave it on 3 months for now. But all the listings that we're now demonstrating to you and displaying are all less than 3 months old, ready, willing, and able to do business today. I'm going to go down to the bottom where it says here, sort on field, and we're going to change it to price, because I like to search the listings by price. But to search the listings, you have to make a choice here where it says have and want. Instead of the wants, we're going to search the haves to get started. So we're just searching the haves less than 3 months old. We're going to sort them by price, see what comes up, search the database, and let me know, do you get 403 on your phones? I'm just waiting for them to get it in the room here. Did you manage to get 403? Okay, you got it? Okay. You want me to go back and help you again? Okay, let's go back. What you're going to do is you're going to click on Search Industrial Commercial. Let me know when you got it. Yeah, click on Search Commercial. That's it. Now, go down to the bottom of the page, and you see where it says Sort on Field down here? You can look on the screen, by the way. It's the same on the screen on the computer as it is on your phone. Sort on field, change the age to price. So we're going to sort the listings by price. Do you have this form on the screen where it says search database? Can I see what you've got on your phone? Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, now go down the page and you see where it says sort on field?
Yeah.
Change it to, yeah, sit there. Yeah, change it to price.
Right.
Change it to price. Okay. And then look for the one that says haves and wants. Change it to a have. Let's see. Okay. Yes. Now, do you see where it says haves and wants?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Change it to a have.
Have.
Okay. Got it? So all of we've done, we changed it to a have, and we sorting by price. You have sort by price? Bring it over here. I'll show you just to make sure. Sorting by price right there. See how you can sort by age, price?
Yeah, I just
Okay,
price
you
it.
sort by price. Okay, search the database and tell me how many you get. 403 is correct for today's session. Okay, excellent. Now, and you'll see that they're all sorted by price from $63 million on down. You tell me if that isn't fantastic. And a good 90% of these are exclusive. Like for instance, if I click on this one here and I go down and look, you're going to see something special down here called control. I clicked on the one that was $36 million. Go ahead and click on that one. And you'll see the name of the brokers. He's with Engels and Volkers, and those people made some good money through ICI World. They're good connection, good professional company, wonderful offices. And John Campesano here is a very successful broker. You know, he's made good money through ICI World. And he has, you'll see the word control. If this was on MLS, it would say MLS. But a regular client means he has a customer who said, John, bring me in $36 million. I'll sell my property, but I don't want to give you a listing right now, but you bring me a buyer, I'll pay you a commission. And sure enough, he puts it on here and he can make a connection for that particular property. And next thing you know, he can be doing a sale. Let's hit the back button once and hit the back button again. And this time we're going to change that have. See that have there? Change it to a want. And can you tell me how many come up? In my case, we have almost 300 buyers, 298. Very good, excellent work. And you're going to see buyers, 298 buyers. I'm telling you now, people, they're ready, willing, and able to buy today. When do people that are very well off, when do they buy? When the market is high or when the market is low? When the market is low. That's when they get the best deals. When is the market low? Is the market low now? You bet it is. I would get excited if I were you. Get excited because this is the time when you can do some really good transactions. And that's what commercial real estate does. When the numbers make sense, they're making more sense today than they ever did even 2-3 years ago. And so, you know, these are buyers that are looking for things right now. Now, if you found something that one of these buyers wants, you can end up making some money, even as a residential person. I'll give you one example. I'm going to go back to ICI World. Can you go back to the main screen on your phone? Let me know you're there on the main screen. Click on search. This time, let's go to search business opportunities. Now, you're going to see two major choices here. One is called business category. I'd like you to click on that, and you can see all the different categories that you could be searching. But we're going to stick with business opportunities. But you're going to see something special for searching businesses, which is called keyword. Click on keyword. Do you see all the keyword business, all the different businesses? Everything from bakeries, hotels, motels, gas stations. Hang on, let me go back to keyword. Now, let's say you went to your dentist office today and you asked the dentist, would they consider selling for the right price? By the way, how much does it cost to ask your dentist, would he consider selling his dental office if you could get him the right price? How much would that cost you to ask him? I'm asking you both a question here in the room. How much would it cost for you to ask your dentist, would he consider selling for the right price? Zero. Get excited. It didn't cost you 1 penny to ask that question. And when you ask that question, that owner, that dentist has one of two answers. What are they? Yes or no? Now, if he says yes, you bring me in $1.8 million, I'll sell it today, but I don't want to give you a listing. Can you show me under keyword searching what you would search to find a buyer for a dental office? What are you going to search? Well, let's do the type first. See if you can find dental under keyword. And then you change it to a want is correct. Okay. And if you notice, you have 3 is correct. Nicely done. So now you have just learned how to find a buyer for a dental office. You can do that for 100 different kinds of businesses on ICI World. But what's here really important is for the real estate industry that's not on ICI World, get on here and place your wants. That's a listing on ICI World as well, placing your wants. Don't be a secret agent. Now, I'm going to show you something else. Hit the back button once. And when you go down the page, oopsie daisy, let me go back. I accidentally clicked on something. When you go back, you're going to see that the have one age is on 3 months. That's the date that the broker placed the ad. If the broker did not update his information, his or her information, that buyer could still be looking and you would be missing out. Am I right or wrong? Okay, so we're recommending that you change that to any age and do another search. And how many do you get? Oops, I got to put dental office in here. I lost it. Let's go back to dental office. There we go. And we're changing it to any age. How many did you get? Dental office. Wants for a dental office. How many did you get? Wants for a dental office. You want me to do this all over again? How many did you get?
Yes, six.
Okay, change it to any age.
Six. Still 6.
Any age, I got 11. Let me go back. Okay, so make sure that you're on dental, keyword dental. Okay, change it to a want, and then change it to any age. And when you do a search, how many do you get?
6.
Okay, hit the back button once and go to the location, business area. I did not choose anything.
Yeah, choosing. Select the board area. Oh, app is 6.
Make sure that you don't have any world area chosen.
Oh, yeah, you choose all the.
Oh, you have it on business. Oh, wait a minute, that's a good point. Good point. Business opportunities. Search. 6 is correct, actually. You ladies are correct. Now, let's talk about this. What just happened? Well, in some cases, it includes a property. We were just searching businesses. Now, if we go back and remove business opportunities and make all categories, I got 11. I'm going to go Control F on my keyboard and type in dental. And there are all the other wanted dental offices. Now, the interesting spot here is I'm going to go down to this one, the second one from the bottom. And you'll notice that this gentleman just wants an office building. He doesn't want the business. So I had people that wanted the business. And this one just wants the office. So some people might just want to lease space. They don't want to buy the business. That's the difference between choosing. So that's why it's important sometimes when you're searching to search business and then search commercial. Okay. The same thing is true with hotels as well. Let's do one last search. Let's go search commercial. And let's go down the page to keyword. And let's go to hotels in this case. Keywords hotels. Okay, there it is. And let's change it to a have. We're going to leave it on 3 months just for the sake of argument and because we want to move on here. And then we're going to go ahead and sort them by price. Very good. It's always good to sort by price. And then search the database. And how many come up? There you go. 21 is correct. Call them up, make an appointment, go show the property. Make sure you put agreements in place first. We'll be talking about that here shortly. Let's hit the back button once, change it to a want. Search the database. How many do you get? You tell me if this isn't interesting. When this can be industry-wide, not just one company, but industry-wide, it's the power of every single agent in the business to give the power to this information service. And the only people that can join this information service are licensed and registered real estate brokers and salespeople. Now, we did talk that the public can post information here free. Welcome over, Bill. Welcome over. I'm going to click on search the FSBOs over here. The fourth one, search FSBOs. And I'm going to click on search database. And believe it or not, all of these listings, 13,000 of them were placed by the public. The public actually posted these. People that are not members of ICI World. Now, you'll notice that you cannot click on them. That's by design. If you're a member of ICI World for 30 bucks, or if you take it by the year, 16 bucks, and you get a VIP card, which if you use it to take your family to the show or to the CNE and you save $240, it really makes your membership free. You have access to all of this, but you have to be a registered real estate salesperson to access all of this. Okay? You can also do keyword searching here. If I was to type in dental and do a search, now I'm just going to put that on call back later there. It should have been lowered. I'm going to search dental here and I get 25. You can see dental practices, buyers and sellers of dental practices. But I'm going to change this to dentist and see what happens. Dentist and see what happens. And boy, there's some there. So you can see that sometimes you have to use different keywords for the kind of thing that you're kind of looking for. And Jake-Marie, are you following everything along pretty good so far?
Yeah, yes, I am following it. Yeah,
Either way, you're welcome, everyone, to stop me and ask a question at any time at all. And other people that are online as well. Okay, any questions on that? Let's move on. Okay, pardon me?
Can't find like a deal in.
I can't hear you.
I don't see the deal in Toronto.
We're not in Toronto?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
All this deal is like outside of Toronto, like Brampton, Oakville.
Well, if you want, you can do oh, watch this. I'm going to do a search commercial, and I'm going to choose Canada, Ontario, Greater Toronto, and you see all the cities down here. The question was, is there any Toronto properties here? I'm going to click on Toronto, and I'm going to go down. I'm going to leave it on haves and wants. I'm going to sort on the price. I'm going to change it to any age just to show you what's going on here, and change it to 100. So these are properties with respect to Toronto, over 400 of them that apply to Toronto. Okay, sorry, I was just choosing Mississauga as one choice before. But we are an Ontario commercial real estate broker networking service. For all the brokers in Ontario, you should be networking here big time. It'll help you make money. That doesn't mean that you have to exclude other services. You just include this service, that's all. It's like a classified ad service for brokers, but that allows you to network as much or as little information as you want in a message ad. And that's the beauty of it. When you know how you can network information, the key thing is do not reveal the address or identify the property until you actually have the consent of the owner in writing. And that way you follow RICO. And also it prevents people from going behind your back. We're going to be covering that shortly. Okay, so that covers that question that you had there. All right, let's move on. I'm going to go back here for a moment. Now, when you want to add your information, you end up going to this login member management page right there. You click on that, and every single thing on this page is made for you. This is how you make an appointment with us. You can jump into the Zoom meeting with us, just like we're having one-on-ones right now with people that are listening in. And then when you come down a little, and also you can book Lorraine. She's also online. Lorraine, say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Yep, thank you, Lorraine. She's here and she's wonderful, and she's put up with me over the years as we butt heads once in a while. And but it's just, we have love for each other and just try to really present this service. And we have this beautiful, we are really inspired to help brokers do deals. And when we hear you doing deals, we just love making this available to everybody in the world. Okay, so let's go on down further. You'll see to manage your listings. I'm going to go there in a moment. But what I want to do is show you something special that's happening on Facebook right now. World actually, and it's a full-time job. It's a full-time job for us to really look after what I'm about to show you. We have to go down here, and you'll notice we've got Facebook. And we've got people joining, posting information. We have to watch your information to make sure it's structured nicely. We have to make sure you're not giving away your information, stuff like that. So we're trying to help everybody and give guidance to what's kind of going on here. But the ultimate people are you. You're the decision makers. You're the ones that post the information. You check with your brokers of record, you know. But I'm going to show you some of the information going on. This is our Ontario commercial real estate site that all brokers in Ontario should be on here. We only allow the brokers to be on here and only the members of ICI World. So we have, I don't know, there's a lot of people who want to join the service, but we haven't let them join because they're not members of ICI World and they haven't got the message somehow. But you're going to see that the posts that are reached. Can you see that from there? How many posts? 50. Post reach. How many here? 71. You tell me if this isn't incredible, people. 133 posts reached. So this is a very, very busy. This is the first time I think that we're doing a recorded seminar and showing people how the activity that's going on, not just on ICI World with 40,000 IP addresses pinging. That means like potential people visiting the website every month between 20 and 70,000, with an average being 40,000 a month. We have over 300,000 pages linking to everything. We've got over 100 websites that we actually modify. Lorraine helps build them, and we got them out there working. Every single thing is designed to trigger leads for you. And then, oh yeah, and the one thing I was just about to show you before I didn't do it, and that was how your website can be triggering leads. But let's just show you the Facebook site first. You'll see 121 post reads. So every member of ICI World can now post your information on the Facebook commercial real estate pages and web and groups that we have. The same thing is true if I was to close, and let me go back. And if I was to click on LinkedIn, we also have LinkedIn for residential and LinkedIn and Facebook for residential. The same thing is true here. You can see properties coming in here, and there's a gentleman, a wonderful man, Parham Sidhu, professional in every respect. He also has a good relationship with someone that's looking to buy retirement homes from $5 to $25 million. Now, what we're showing everybody to do is when people, click on these things, we're showing you how to put the links to your website so people can visit your website and they can see all the things that you might have for sale. You tell me if that isn't fantastic, because you have MLS listings for sale, but you also can have exclusive listings for sale as well. And this is an example of the way that Parm is putting out all his information in here. And if I go to listings, you're going to see that he's also got Ontario commercial, mostly exclusive listings. And so if you had a buyer, this, by the way, is an IDX link that's included in your $30 or $16, depending on which one you're paying. This is included for your website. And I'm finding that we really need to teach everybody how to use this. I'll give you an example. Let's say you're visiting a lawyer today, and you ask the lawyer, do you have anybody looking to buy or sell any kind of real estate in the next 1 to 5 years? You're going to be surprised. You could be standing in line in Tim Hortons and ask the person next to you. You could be at a lawyer's office. You could be any place talking to anyone, including other real estate people. And if the lawyer says, well, we have a group and they're buying apartment buildings in Ontario, do you have any? What you can do now is you can actually go to ICI World, and on your website, you send them to your website, no other website. You do not send them to ICI World. You send them to your website. And when they come to your website, up here, you show them what to click on listings and how to click on Ontario commercial. You tell them to click on apartment buildings under the haves. And once they know how to do it once and click on it, a whole world of opportunities unfolds over 100 apartment building opportunities from $60 million on down. You tell me that isn't fantastic. Would you like to have this on your website?
How they connected to my website
Yeah, this is for your website.
due to ICI.
No, this is not ICI World website. Let me show you something. Let me go back. This is this gentleman's website. Acres Real Estate here. This is his website. And this is Parm Sidhu. He's the broker for this particular company. Let me see if he's got a picture. There's Parm. He's a broker of record. Okay, and he does a lot of commercial investment real estate in the greater Toronto area. And these are all the certificates and awards. So when you have a website, it's nice for people to see your professionalism. So that's what you should be using your website. And this helps build a respect that you're capable of helping to do things in an honorable and ethical fashion. And I think that's important out there because there's so much garbage going on. And, the AI has wonderful tools and we're using them, but we're also warning against that the other side of the bad side of AI too, which is all the fraud and everything going on. But you can see that this is his website. And under listings, he has a button here called Ontario Commercial Mostly Exclusive. This is exactly the same kind of button that you can have on your website. In fact, just to show you that, I'm going to do something very quickly to show you another website. You can come to this button here called For Brokers. And under For Brokers, you're going to see how you can add the information listing service to your website. You can read about that, but I'm going to show you sample websites with the exclusive links on your website. And down here, you're going to see all different kinds of websites from all the different companies. I'm going to click on this one here with Brooke Tertubi, and she has a website. She's got featured properties on the front. These are like MLS type listings as well. But also on her menu, she has this button called exclusives. Isn't this wonderful? You can have this on your website. All we do in your first appointment, and Lorraine is online, she is the one that helps you get this on your website if you need assistance. But most of the people, we will send you the instructions that you forward to your website designer, and they install this on your website for you. And then the very next person who comes to your website, let's say you're talking to a lawyer, this website is a mobile website. You can bring up your website on your mobile phone, and you can actually show it to the lawyer if that's the person you're talking to, and you show him your website, and you show them how to click on exclusives, and then how to click on Ontario Commercial Mostly Exclusives. And I'm doing this on a mobile phone as well on a website, as the same as I'm doing it on the computer. And you tell the lawyer, this is where he should click, Ontario Commercial Mostly Exclusive. And when he does, all of this comes up on your website automatically. And it's kept up to date by the minute, automatically. You don't have to do a thing except one thing. Tell the lawyer how to see it. You say, go to my website, click on exclusives, click on Ontario Commercial Mostly Exclusive, and then click on apartment buildings, and bingo, this list is going to come up, and that lawyer is going to see this list. But it could be a buyer for a hotel. It could be, we've got everything here. You have to direct people to your own website. You are the promoter of your website. Every business that's out there, it's just like the Toronto Dominion Bank. They're promoting the Toronto Dominion Bank. You have to promote your own website. Question, go ahead. Would you like me to click on one? Yes, let's click on the first one and watch what happens. When we click on it, an email program is going to come up. Now, I have a question for you. You're going to see that this is Brooke Tartubi's website. This is her website. She is the one that's going to get the email inquiry, not the listing broker. However, if your membership expires, then the listing broker does appear. So you want to kind of keep your membership going. That way you can be guaranteed that you're the one that's going to be getting the inquiry. Now, if someone calls you on this 10 apartment building or whatever it is for $60 million, you now have a choice. You can do a referral. You can call the broker that's got that building and say, I have a lead for you. Is a 25% referral commission okay with you? Or you can contact a broker, a CCIM, or a commercial broker that's sold apartment buildings and say, listen, I have a lead for somebody for a $60 million building. Can you, if I split my commission with you, would you show me how to sell an apartment building? Isn't that a nice way to learn? Making money while you're learning? Now, how did it start? It started by you asking a question of a lawyer, do you know of anyone looking to buy or sell real estate? And then you show them your website. Now, when I hit the back button, 90% of these listings on here are not on MLS. They're only on ILS, ICI World, as provided by ICIWorld.com. Okay, I'm going to hit the back button. We talked about maybe a restaurant. You have a buyer or seller for a restaurant. Now, if you talk to a restaurant owner today, I have a question for you. How many brokers or salespeople does that restaurant owner know? Quite a few. It could be 10 or 20. Now, what separates you from that, all the other brokers? What separates you? That's the question I'm asking. I'm going to show you.
So,
You can show that owner, you can bring up your website, use your website, and show that owner all the buyers and sellers of restaurants that you have. I'm going to click on keyword. I'm going to click on restaurants, and I'm going to search. And look at that. Look at all the buyers and sellers of restaurants. You tell me if that isn't fantastic.
it's already like the database already transferred.
Yes, to your
the
website. You got it.
website.
You got it. You understand it now. Isn't that wonderful? It's just like MLS. Yeah. It's a free service to the member. All the services are free. You just need a little membership to have them all. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the question is regarding memberships. I'm going to go right to what we call our renewal options. Do you see up here where it says renewal? I'm going to click on renewal. And you're going to see renewal options for ICI World. But you're going to see a statement that says all memberships can be made free by you. And you can click on see how. But you're going to see that our membership is actually $480 per year. However, most of our members do not pay that on renewal. Because if you refer, can you see here, refer another member in small printing? If you refer another member, you get a 50% discount.
So if we join today, we get discount as well.
You're going to get yes. Today, if you join, I'm going to open another window and show you exactly what happens online today. If you're online listening to this or listening to this by a video later on, you're listening to the video recording, you come to join, click on join, and you're going to see the Realtor Quest special here, which is $30 per month. You can start that way first. You can stop anytime. And you can convert it to $240 for 15 months for the first year. So that's our introductory special for people that are joining. Now, when I click on it, you go down here, you're going to see this green button for Canada, which is the 15 months, $240, and you're going to see the $30 right there. So you can choose one or the other. And I become if you join today, you can join right now if you want, on your phone. I'll just show you if you take your phone out and you open up the app. Everybody open up the app on their phone. And you're going to see on the left-hand side, it says join. Click on join and you should see the green button.
Where is the join?
Right there.
Oh,
Okay. You got the join with the green button? Do you have this on your screen as well, by the way?
I just click here.
Yeah, click on the green button. And it's going to open up. And go down until you see two green buttons. One of them is the 240, one of them is the 30.
How many members? Not in there.
I'm sorry?
How many members right now?
We have over 300 members.
So if I'm not a member, I can still search, the properties on your website, right?
Yes.
Like if I have a buyer, I can also search.
Yeah, I'm going to be showing you, you can post what your buyers are looking for, and you post your properties for sale, MLS. And if you have a piece of information that you can't put on MLS, you can put it on here as long as you don't put the address.
So all those listings,
Can,
they posted they
all these listings are,
search listings, right?
yes, there are
Yeah.
opportunities in real estate where the brokers have talked to the owners.
Yeah.
Yes. And the buyers, they're already willing and able to buy and qualified to buy today. And the reason is no broker is going to drive around for 6 months or 1 year trying to find something and then find out that the purchaser is not qualified. That's the stupidest thing in the world to do for a salesperson, right or wrong. Okay, so let's continue on.
Those posting, everybody can post.
Only the members can post in database number 1. You have to be a member to post. And then the rest of the world can call you.
So rest of the world.
And I'm talking people from Dubai, people from North America, all over the world.
We are not member.
They cannot post in database number 1 unless they're a real estate salesperson and they're a member.
So what about the FISBO? FISBO is
The FISBOs is different. Let me show you that. Let me finish showing you the prices down here. The renewal is the 480, but you get a 50% discount. Okay? And let's go and show you for the public. You'll see for the public up here. I'm going to click on that. Now, there's 4 ways for buyers and sellers to make a connection. It's actually free for the public. What's free? They can search the database free, just like you. You can search the database free without joining. You have limited information to about 3,000, 4,000 listings. That's it, out of the 40,000 that are on here. Secondly, they can add their haves or wants free. They can click on it, a form comes up, and then they can say Toronto, and they say, I don't know, apartment building. And then they could say $4 million. Anybody can add.
estate agent.
A real estate agent that is not a member of our service can add their listing there. But if it's on MLS, we think it's a waste of time.
Buyer and seller can do that too.
And the buyers are looking. Actually, buyers can post their wants. They can type wanted apartment building from 4 million to 10 million.
Agent, they can put.
That's correct. Principal buyers and sellers can post their information. They choose Canada, they choose Ontario, and maybe they want all of the areas in the GTA, so they choose all of that.
Can they put the contact information?
It is, their contact information will be there. Apartment buildings, we're going to put apartment building, and we're going to say GTA. And then we could put in the price range. I don't want to take time to do all of that, but this is where they put their first name, their last name, and they type it all in there with their phone number. And they ask a special question, answer a special question. Are you a registered real estate salesperson? And if it's a salesperson, they'll answer yes. If it's not, they'll answer no. And then they put their phone number in and then they submit it. Now, what does it look like? Well, let's go back to ICI World. If I now search the FISBOs, this is a separate database. I'm going to go ahead and search the database and how many listings were put in by the public.
So that's for sell by buyer or.
Buyers and sellers. If I hit the back button once, what does this say right here? Haves and wants. If you want to see what the buyers are looking for, I'll change it to a want. Greater Toronto, let me remove York Region because I want to do all of Greater Toronto. And search the database. You can see the information coming up.
To become a member, because a non-member can also.
Well, if you're a member, and you search the database number 2, you can see, you can click on all these numbers and contact the owner directly. If you're a member.
If non-member,
Yes. If you're not a member, you can't do that.
I do that. But a non-member can also post the helps there, right?
Well, it's not necessary for you to post it in the FSBO database, because the only people that can see the contact information are the member brokers. And so what you're going to do is you're going to post your information in one of these 3, which is, we call it database number 1. When you click on this one and you post information, now people can actually click on these listings. People can click on these and they can see your information here. It's like classified ads in a newspaper. It's like a Kijiji for brokers
So
and salespeople.
as mem-
So in other words, you can post your information for worldwide exposure, something you can't do on MLS if you don't have a signed listing.
Oh, okay. Can you say that how does that work? Because in list like this can
Well,
in
I'll explain that now, and it's a good time to bring it up. And it's a good time to maybe zip down to our 3 special questions. And I'm going to zip through this. Let me do this one little presentation right now so that you can listen to the survey all about. 1 second here. Next page. Hang on. Hold on. I just want to hold off on that one. Here we go. We're going to go to home page, and I'm going to give you a short video on ICI World, what it's all about, to help you understand it. Here we go.
Ever wondered how networking can revolutionize the real estate industry? Well, the story of Gary Nuska and the foundation of ICI World will show you just how transformative it can be. Gary Nuska, a realtor, broker, and seasoned industry professional with nearly half a century of experience, founded ICI World in 1994. This platform is essentially a global real estate networking internet database designed to help real estate brokers and salespeople connect with the public and others in the industry through networking opportunities. But what makes networking so beneficial? It's simple. Networking cultivates professional relationships, opens doors to new opportunities, and facilitates the exchange of ideas and best practices. It's a tool for career development, personal growth, and business success. ICI World conceived a vision of a world networking service running parallel to MLS, dubbed ILS, or Information Listing Service. This service uses what we call exclusives for real estate opportunities that can't be listed on MLS for various reasons. Here's an important point to clarify. Exclusive information on ICI World is shared, but in a confidential manner. Professionals on ICI World share their exclusive information, piquing the interest of a buyer, and then put a listing agreement in place to show the property. Members who have mastered the platform through one-on-one Zoom meetings and recorded seminars are making anywhere from 2 to over 30 transactions, with sales ranging from 0 to over $50 million. ICI World is more than just a listing service. It's a networking tool, a classified ad section, and a platform for sharing confidential information. It's also a proven successful service for networking real estate information that can't be placed on MLS. There are unique strategies used on ICI World that give members a major competitive edge in the marketplace. The sharing of exclusive information in a confidential manner may seem contradictory, but this is where the magic of networking comes in. It contributes to the GDP, offers the public more choices, ensures consumer protection, and helps brokers make a significant income. And who's the real winner here? The consumer. ICI World is the longest-running stable service on the internet, where members share their exclusive opportunities in a confidential manner instantly worldwide. It's been operating since 1994 and continues to serve as a marketing and information assistant to real estate brokers and salespeople worldwide. In summary, the story of Gary Nuska and the foundation of ICI World shows us the power of networking in the real estate industry. Networking not only facilitates professional growth and business success, but it also provides a platform for sharing exclusive information in a confidential manner.
Yep, we're there.
ICI World,
Okay,
with its
right at
unique
the
strategies and
virtual, hang
services,
around. I
gives
gotta
its members a
do that
competitive
for
edge
second,
in the
but
marketplace
it makes me
and
feel
contributes
good
to
when
the
that's
overall success of the real estate industry. The real winner, however, is the consumer who gets more choices and ensures protection. So here's to the transformative power of networking in the real estate industry.
Okay, very good. So you can see that it's really something new, right? And people have to learn how to kind of use it. Okay, so let's go and continue on through the checklist that I want to go through right now. One moment. I never did cover what my particular credentials I'm speaking. I've also been a broker, can't believe it, for 52 years, actually. And I'm just a product of, you know, filing the TILAs way back in the 80s and 70s and filing, looking for houses and doing the whole works and what. Got into the CCIM organization and never looked back. And so I invite everyone to take the CI 101 course. Everyone should get involved and take that. And you can talk to me more about the CCIM program. You should take it, because if you can understand the before and after tax calculations of investing in any income producing real estate, whether it's retail, office, industrial, residential, doesn't matter. You're going to be able to help understand what makes this building that we're in right now. How does it make money? How does it lose money? And how much could it be sold for? Those kinds of things you're going to understand if you take these courses, and you're going to be able to help people. And people like when you understand what they're looking for and you speak their language. And CCIM, you can be speaking the language of commercial real estate. Now, there's a tremendous amount of business going on in the world. I personally am excited. This market, I've been, keeping in mind, I've been a broker 52 years. I've had ups and downs many times. This is just one of those other times where you adjust how you do business, and you adjust. And in a lot of people are actually moving from commercial real estate, from residential, starting to do more commercial real estate. But you need a network. You need a whole bunch of buyers and sellers to connect in with. And that's what ICI World is doing, helping you do. And you're going to be helping to build it. And the more you do, the stronger it gets. And the public is going to want to go to your website and check out all these listings. When you tell people that you've got the exclusive buyers and sellers on your website, that's going to separate you from the other brokers that are in the industry. So there's actually a way that you can be doing business every single day with a free question. You should talk to every business owner. I don't care if you go into a variety store or a dollar store. Ask the owner, would he consider selling? If you're talking to a builder, ask him, you know, is he looking to buy or sell another piece of land? All of these people, you can be asking questions, and when they give you a positive response, you know that the connections can be here. By joining for $30, you improve to a network of thousands, tens of thousands of people instantly, instant access, and you're going to be able to provide that power to your customer when you join, because your customer cannot advertise in database number one, which has the full power of the internet. They can only advertise if they know about it in database number two, which only the broker members on our service have the access to contact information. Generating leads from the website is a problem for most brokers. How are you getting leads from your website as much or as you would like? Well, with the links from ICI World, you notice when you click on it, you do not get the listing broker and you do not see the address. And what happens is they have to call you for more information. And this gives you an opportunity to do business that you never had before, which enables you to close more deals. You don't have to change anything the way that you're doing business now. You just have to be aware that if you're with an owner, that you can ask special questions, and then what you do with that information, get it on ICI World, which is a matter of a few minutes, and your deal is done. We are the ones that's going to network all your information throughout the industry, trigger a lead, then you're going to go to bat, try to get yourself a listing and go show that property. And by showing a buyer or a seller, in the case of a seller, a list of all the buyers, that's going to show people how well you are connected to the buyers in the industry. And that's what separates you from other brokers in the industry. Also, if you have that lawyer, for instance, looking for apartment buildings for people, we have a button called Latest that is going to be on your website, so they can come back to your website every day, every week, every few days, and check the latest listings coming in. It's up to you to teach your buyers to do this. We can't do that. You're the one that does that. If you do that and they come back to your website and bingo, they see a new listing come in today or yesterday, they give you a call, make an appointment. I want to go see this one. Bingo, you go to work, make an appointment. Next thing you know, you're making money. Now, people that have low inventory or no listings, not anymore. Once you have the ICI World links on your website, you can tell people you've got over 100 apartment buildings on your website. You've got hotels, motels, gas stations, you've got residential properties, you've got all kinds of properties on your website, and make sure that they know how to go to your website. You can help them with your phone, put your website on their mobile phone and show them how to search. So you have the opportunity to do business every day by asking one free question. Any owner, introduce yourself. I'm in real estate. Here's my business card. You never know when maybe we can do some business. And by the way, may I ask you a business question? And then you ask them, you know, if I was to get you the price you wanted, would you consider selling? That's the question. Yeah, I'm going to show you how to handle the response when they come up to it. And we're going to move along here a little bit more quickly. And let me click on that. A strong network, of course, makes a difference. Lead generation is absolutely improvement. We've already covered testimonials earlier. Go to the website. You can see them all. Give them a call, and you'll see how you're. Now, I think the showing activity in the marketplace on your website, all the buyers and sellers, it really separates you from a lot of the other brokers on how well connected you are in the marketplace. Now, it's the information in the business. A lot of people are really good on the computer, but they're not making money. It's when you join ICI World, we have the training for you one-on-one, how to use the information and how to speak to people and get them to appreciate how you can help. And that connection, that matchmaking service is what you can specialize in on ICI World when you have all the other haves and wants on your website, all in a way that you get the leads. So it's a wonderful sharing thing. It really is, when you think about it, it's the essence of how MLS started itself back in, believe it or not, the late 1800s. If you help me sell my property, I'll help you sell your property, and you are together. It's like a form of cooperation, and you are also have competition all at the same time in our business. No longer will you have no inventory. You're going to have lots of information on your website.
The difference between top.
The time. Let's go on. Best kept secret.
I would love to.
I want to get.
I would like to.
Training of, actually, maybe this one should be. Is this the most important one of the videos, Lorraine?
I would like to introduce you to the
This
market
one here?
ICIWorld.net.
I wonder if this is the most
ICI World
important
is a
one.
global real estate information listing service. Since 1994, we have been deeply invested in creating technology solutions specifically for the real estate industry. Real estate professionals, just like you, and the public, enter new real estate information, securely through the cloud, into our databases daily from around the world. The real estate information is then distributed to computers, devices, and subscriber inboxes globally. You will find for sale and for lease opportunities in the following categories: commercial, business, residential, and public. 50% of our residential and 75% of our commercial opportunities are exclusive to our service and not found anywhere else on the internet. The most
It's
important
less
data
on, less in
distribution point we
residential
have is our
nowadays.
member websites. I'm going to pass the discussion back to Gary and he will explain.
Okay, so how do you work this information? Let's carry on. We don't have to go into the testimonials. We've covered that. And we're going to be covering all of these items that you see on the screen right now. And let's talk about the haves. Haves are the properties for sale and for lease. Wants are what people are looking to buy. Okay. Now, typically,
You may have noticed
we
that our
don't
ads
have
have no
pictures.
pictures. There are
There's
two
a reason
reasons
for
for
that.
that. The first one is that we can't legally identify the property. That's the
If
law.
you don't have a signed
The
listing,
second reason is best summed up by one
you
of
don't
our
want to be
power
putting a
users.
picture on here.
He told us, "Quite frankly, when I get a call from a client, I don't need any fluff. My clients want to know if I can help them and they want the information quickly. Within 10 seconds, I can have a list of properties."
So, okay, let's just.
Hi, this is Bill Joey again. I would like to thank you all for attending today's seminar.
All right, hang on. There's our special pledge, but I'm going to be teaching you, get ready with your cameras here in a moment. I'm going to be giving you the 3 special questions that you can go away with today that can help you make an extra $100,000 over the next 1, 2, 3, 4 years. And this is our pledge that you never go longer than 90 days without doing business, either doing a deal or triggering a lead that you feel will lead to doing a deal. And here's why we're able to say that. These are some of the features of our service, but let's get right into these 3 questions. The first thing you do when you meet someone, introduce yourself. Any business owner, if you go into a restaurant today, starting today, before 5 o'clock, if you go into a restaurant, ask to speak to the owner, introduce them with your business card. You get your business card out and you say, you know, I happen to be in real estate. I just wanted to introduce myself. You never know when maybe we can do some business. And then you say, may I ask you a business question? He'll say, sure. Then you go to the next one. You say, you know, if I was to get you the price you wanted, would you consider selling? I'm telling you, this is the question. Don't change one word. Ask it exactly the way you see it right now. That owner has one of 2 answers. Even if they say no, they might keep your business card for a later use. And they might call you back and they'll say, I had a nice young lady or young gentleman in here today talking about selling our property. Maybe we should finally sell our business and be done with it. But if they say yes, you should now ask these 3 questions. You can take a picture with your cameras. Right now, take a picture with your camera. So you're talking to the owner and you're going to say, you know, will you pay me a commission if I bring a buyer? And if they say yes, you bring me in $500,000 for my restaurant, or $3.2 million for my car wash, $1.2 million for my pharmacy, $5 million for my banquet center, whatever it is. You've got an agreement. You got an initial answer yes. No broker in 32 years has had a problem with that first question. Let's go right to the second question. You ask that owner verbally, will you give me a 48-hour exclusive listing to show the property once I have a buyer? You're getting a verbal agreement. Because we recommend that you never show a property without having a listing agreement in place first. Would you agree or disagree? Agree. Because if you don't have a signed listing agreement, people can go behind your back and they'll smile in your face sometimes and go behind your back. You have to be very careful. Now, there's a second reason, which I'll explain in a moment, why you need an agreement. But then there's a third question. May I advertise your property? I'm going to do it without disclosing the address. You can take an extra picture of this right now, Bill. It's with your phone. You should do it right away, my friend, because if you get these 3 questions down exactly as listed here, this is what we've been doing for over 20, 25, what am I talking about? 32 years. You can be, actually, we started this service in 1994. So 32 years. These questions are working as smooth today as a baby's bum, making brokers tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I got brokers who made over $1 million here. Ask these 3 questions. So now you get a yes, 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 and you post it on ICI World without a signed listing, but you got a verbal agreement from them. Now, one of the reasons why you do not identify the property is because of RICO, which is good. We support this 100%. A registrant shall not include anything in an advertisement that could reasonably be used to identify specific real estate unless the owner has consented in writing. So, Rico says you should have a signed listing, and if you give an address to somebody, they can end up going behind your back and you don't make any money. So this is what we recommend. You talk to your broker of record, your manager, and how you do your business. It's you and your company. You're the final decision maker. I'm just an assistant to you. Always consider us as an assistant to you personally. Now, so that's how that's done. You can post that information on ICI World. And one of the things that we teach is how to answer the phone. And how you answer the phone when somebody says they're going to call you and say, look, I would like more information on that restaurant. And if you don't mind, I'd like to drive by. And if I like it, I'll call you back. Well, do you give them the address? Good. You do not give them the address. To answer the phone, you come to Login Member Management up here, and you go down the page. And you're going to see that there's other things for you. There's our pledge in writing. Here's our services. And you're going to see here orientation, number 1. You make an appointment. That's the first thing you do. You make an appointment with us, and we are actually going to go through this with you. We're going to have you listen to the orientation and training session. And when it comes to residential real estate, there is a compliance MLS rule that you must follow. And it's explained here, which you can go through what you do with residential real estate and how you can handle it and make sure you don't get into trouble. And there's a PDF file that you can print out when you click on it. This has all the instructions on how to do everything on ICI World. We'll be going through that with you. I'm going to close this number 1. Number 2 is the same thing. There's a video and instructions printout, how to place a want, how to place a have. And there's some videos here, how to promote your website. But education is number 5, which I'm going to leave you with, and everybody at home. You can come here. There's a green button. There's a red button. And there's a purple button. When you click on any one of these buttons, you're going to see a recording of a previous seminar that we have conducted that teaches you how to do things right here. I'm going to hit the back button. You can listen to those recordings. You want to make an extra $100,000? Everyone should get on here. You're licensed to talk to people about real estate. And just because it's a business owner and you do residential real estate, you are not prohibited. You're not prevented from talking to a business owner to ask him if you could get him the right price for his business or his commercial property. Even though you're in residential, you can ask that. You're not going to be the one that sells it. You're going to be getting somebody that is professionally trained to do it, or you're going to split your listing or do a referral. But you can talk to them about it. You're licensed to do that. You can uncover opportunities to make substantial referral commissions. And for retired brokers, you should never give up your license to trade in real estate. Why? Because would you mind making the odd $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 referral commission just for doing a referral while you're retired? You should be on here. You should have this stuff working for you. So that's how to do it. That's under number 5, teaches you all that. We also have a monthly program where you can register. The next one, it's the 3rd Wednesday of each month, where you can come online at 2:30 on the 3rd Wednesday of each month. You register here each month, and you can present your haves and wants in that meeting. It's a networking session conducted online, and it helps you reach the world because we record them and people can play them back later. We will also have you get involved with other social media that's going on in the world today: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. You can also add your listings to Facebook and LinkedIn. We'll show you how to do that. Once you'll know how to do it. You should also subscribe to our weekly newsletter. And lo and behold, you can also subscribe to receive listings for commercial real estate for your area, for your specialty. Once a day, the new listings, you can get them by email. It's all included for your $30. Automatically, we send out your listings to the industry. Thousands of emails going out daily and weekly. And that's subscribing to there. Adding links to your website. There's the sample websites again. You are a matchmaker. Use one of the #1 matchmaking services in the world, ICI World. If you have a website, bingo, you can have the exclusive listings on your website. And we're just waiting for it to come up. There they are there. And there's the exclusive. There's the business opportunities. There's the Ontario commercial. And when somebody clicks on my haves and wants, they're going to see all of your listings that are on here. So when somebody clicks on one of these are clickable. Why? Because this is the actual listing of this particular broker here with Royal LePage. So he wants to get that information. Now, in his particular case, it happens to be an MLS listing, in which case he has a button that you can click on. And when we click on that button for more photos and more information, let's see if everything is set up properly here. Bingo, people can actually see that property. So this is providing extra exposure to people from 185 countries of the world coming into ICI World on a regular basis. It's incredible that we've been able to do this over the years, but it took us many years to do it from the ground up. And that's what the websites can kind of do for you there. And that completes our session for today. I would like to know, just 1 second here, let's just go down and just in case I missed something really quickly, I don't think so, but if I go down quick, just a quick review. We've covered basically all of this. I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here today with you, and we'll see you at Realtor Quest.
The difference between I would love
Not cover. I'm so glad I went through the checklist. I'm going to go do that one now. I'm finishing with this item right now. Here we go. When you click on join, you're going to see that there's 4 ways that every broker in the world can have their membership free, made free. I'm going to click on it. And when you go in here, you're going to see right away that there are 4 ways that your membership becomes free. And I'm going to see if I've got them here. Yes, I do. These are the cards that makes your membership free. Okay. And you're going to see that the first one is something called a VIP corporate discount card. And I've got them right here. I'm going to click on see the VIP card details. In other words, when you join ICI World, this is for the yearly program. If you convert to yearly later, you can get it later. If you start for $30, you don't get the card. But if you do the yearly program, you get this card. And this is going to give you discounts on all of these things. Do you ever go to the theater, to the show with your family? You can buy tickets and get a discount to Cinemax theaters. Do you ever go to the CNE and buy tickets to go to the Canadian National Exhibition? You can get a discount with this card. One other person, they rented a car in San Francisco. They saved $300 US with this discount. And the hotels, brokers have told me they've saved money on hotels and motels. So there's a lot of discounts that you can get with this discount card. Anybody that joins, ask me for the discount card right away, and you can be using it. And there's many more services than this. You'll be logging in to see all the other little services that you can be saving money all year round and getting good ideas to take your children and your family out to all these different things. That's one way. So my question to you is, if you saved $300, $400, $500 using this card, that offsets the price of the membership and it makes your membership free. Am I right or wrong? Yeah. Isn't that wonderful? Now, what's the other way that you make money and save money? Some brokers, that doesn't matter to them. They're really interested in making sure they make money. Well, I'm going to click on this. And when I go down this page, you're going to see hundreds of brokers that are making money. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's an original $480 right now to join. It used to be $319. Some of the older you can rejoin for $319. It's on a yearly automatic basis, something that we never did before. So you can see everybody doing transactions. Everyone. I don't want to leave one person out that is a member to not help you do a transaction. So we are committed to help you do transactions. Now, we can help you make the connections, but you're still the one that has to do the transaction. Okay, so that's the other way that you can make money doing transactions. The other one is referring a colleague to join. If you refer one person to join, and I can go through, but to all intents and purposes, you can see if you refer people to join, you get a reduction on your renewal. Instead of 480, it's 240. Most of the brokers are only paying the 240. But the introductory special right today is $30 or the 240 or $30 and convert it later to the 240. That completes our session for today. And unless there's any outstanding questions, I'm going to complete this service and go back to what we do at, let me go back to one thing here, which I like to end up with, labor management. Let's go to the Realtor Quest and let's announce it. That's our booth at Realtor Quest. We're recommending that you come on down. Make sure you say hi to us. I think there's going to be more than 10,000 people walking by the booth, and we're going to be at the booth there, and you can see all the other people there those are some of the people coming by our booth. Okay, that completes our session for today. Let's see if I can stop this thing going here. Stop the recording. Stop the recording.